Hey guys, what's going on? Troy at Mountain Man Treasure here, and today another bite-sized What Sold.
Mountain Man Treasures.
Welcome into the channel, guys. My name is Troy. I'm a part-time reseller based out of Montana. That means I go to garage sales and estate sales and thrift stores. I find things that I think are priced too low. I buy them and then I sell them again myself online. I do that for the most part on eBay. And things have been a little bit slow. We had a pretty good Friday, really nice Saturday, and then Sunday was pretty much crickets. A couple sales overnight, and then today has been pretty slow as well. Some sales, just very small dollar sales, but again, you know what? That happens on eBay, guys. It's a roller coaster. It's up and down. I might sell $300 tomorrow. You never know. You just keep plugging away and doing what you do. So I wanted to show you the few things that I sold here. And the first one is this Keith Hogan. He played Kenny on Don't Tell Mom, the babysitter's dead. This is an autographed 8x10. And this guy came in originally at, I think, 10 bucks. And I had this up near 30. And so I just straight declined him. I didn't counter. I didn't send a message. I declined it, you know. And so then he came back at 15, and I declined him again. didn't counter, didn't anything. And then he came back at 20, and so I thought, you know what, 20. Nobody else has shown any interest in this thing, so 20, like yesterday's video. That was a solid enough offer where I thought, you know what. It's been slow. Let's take it. And so $20 plus shipping on that. I'm happy to get that out the door. Then we sold this Real Tree Blaze Orange and Pink hat, $12.29 plus shipping on that one. I think this one came from the local thrift, which means I probably would have gotten it on half off weekend. So for this hat, probably $1.50. So a pretty solid ROI. I like selling hats. There's really good ROI in hats, especially if you get them at garage sales. A lot of times you can get them for like a quarter a piece. Then I sold a DVD, another thing that I like selling. This is Terror of Mecha Godzilla. You find Godzilla stuff very often. It does really well on eBay. And this one I picked up for $1 at Goodwill. Not a great pickup, but I'm a sucker for picking up the Godzilla stuff. So $1 into $5.99 plus shipping. Again, not great, but it's a sale and it's some profit, and media is super easy to list and store and ship. So that's why I picked that up. Then this is a cool piece, Saints Row 4. This is the Doomsday Panic button from that game. This came from, if you remember, we've talked about it a couple times, a gamer lot of stuff that I bought from a guy that he sells locally video games. And when he bought some video games from somebody, he bought sort of the gamer geek stuff that came with it. And we've made really good money off of that. I paid, what was it? I think $20 is what I paid him for this entire milk crate worth of stuff, and we've made several $100s off of it already. This is 100% profit, and this one went to the UK for, I'm looking down here, 27.36 Great British pounds. That one off of one of my web interpret listings. And so that was listed directly on the UK eBay site. And so after fees, after shipping, all of that, I make about 15 bucks is what I profit, which is right about what I'd make if it was sold here in the U.S. So happy with that sale, and always love sending stuff internationally. We're going to talk about international. I've got some international questions here in the last little bit. I'm going to touch on some of that here in a minute. But next, we're going to show you this. This is the next thing that sold. It was another little My Girl. This is the My Girl movie cup. And it actually had faded over time. The colors were off. I picked this up out of a free box at a garage sale, along with a couple other movie cups. Some of them were much better. One was actually Godzilla. I kept that one. But we picked up Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, several others. And this one was the last kind of hanging out. I had it listed at 10 bucks free shipping. Somebody sent me an offer at 8. And yeah, you know it. It was old inventory. We make a couple bucks. I didn't pay anything for it. It had been sitting for a couple years, so let's move it out. Then we sold a pair of Goosebumps books, and these went to a viewer. This went to Karen. Miss Northern Picker. I mentioned her before, but I forgot to put up her information up here. So let's put it up there so you guys can actually find her. And she paid $7.49 free shipping for these 2 Goosebumps books. A lot of the Goosebumps books that I pick up generally tend to be the older Goosebumps. This was of the newer version and the newer era, but she said her kiddo loves the Goosebumps. So I'm thrilled that this went to a viewer. I sent an offer out on that, I believe, and she took me up on that. So Karen, thanks so much. And then we actually had another viewer sale. This is What Happens at Hunting Camp Stays at Hunting Camp, a novelty plate. This one actually, I think, even older. It might be 3 years. And so it hit a sale. And then I can't remember, I think I sent out an offer on top of that. So $8.46 free shipping. But like I said, it went to a viewer, went to Laura. It said thanks for the videos and that the channel has greatly helped them in their reselling journey. So I sure appreciate that. And this is a really fun piece to hang up there. So thanks for coming in and making that purchase. And to this point, it's what we've sold. I hit the stop button and then we sold one more thing. So we're going back in time. I'm adding it in here. It's a small, I'm going to take it. It's Godzilla versus Mothra. I think it was $7.98 plus shipping. So another small, another movie, but they all add up. Now, in terms of international sales, I told you we were going to touch on that. I've had a few questions here in the last couple of days about that. And, you know, I'm sort of a champion for opening up your store to international sales. And I get questions. Most often it's, how do I set up my listing and how do I figure out shipping? Those are the 2 biggest questions. So in terms of setting up your listing, it's very, very easy when you select your shipping, because when you make your listing, you're going to have to set your shipping options for the U.S. anyway, right? You're going to pick, is it first class? Is it priority? Is it going in a padded flat rate? Whatever it is, you're selecting the service, right? At that same time, you're putting in how much does it weigh and what dimensions are the box. The most important, as long as it's not oversized. If it's oversized, you're going to run into issues. But generally, the most important is the weight. I sort of champion the eBay Standard International program. I think you're going to make a whole lot more sales that way than you will with global shipping. Now, global shipping, you are 100% protected once you get your item to Kentucky. After that, you don't have to worry about anything unless its item not as described. You get bad buyers trying to claim that overseas and you're stuck really no matter what. So I think it's much cheaper for customers to go through the eBay Standard, and a lot more do. I make a lot of sales that way. And that is one of your options there in the shipping menu. It's literally right there in the pull down. So all you got to do is select the eBay Standard International. Now for the lighter weight items, it does matter. You know, you want to get a good handle on it, because sometimes you can cost yourself money. I always overestimate, right? Because the 8-ounce mark is a breaking point. You know, 0 to 8 ounces is one weight and 9 to a pound is another. And to some countries, you might go up $8 or $10 between 8 and 9 ounces. Right? So that's potentially a big hit. So you want to make sure if it's going to be right there on that line, one way or the other. Probably guess high, because in the U.S., they might pay 50 cents more, right? Like, it's not going to affect what they're paying for shipping, but it is going to impact your international rate. So you want to make sure that the weight is correct. After that, it's easy. It's calculated shipping. So you don't have to figure it out. It's based on the country. There's different amounts based on the weight and the country that it goes to. It's calculated. eBay figures that out. You don't have to worry about it. So as long as your dimensions and weight are correct.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
One last thing before I jump out. Thanks again to everybody that stopped by our Whatnot auction on Sunday. A lot of cool graphic tees and some hats. I did manage to get all of those out the door tonight. So you should be getting those pretty quickly. So I was glad to be able to get those out. We are running another small auction today. If you're watching this on Tuesday, it's going to be at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. If you got in there early and looked at it, a couple people did. I know I had it set for 4 o'clock Eastern. I had to bump it back a little bit because I've got to take a phone call a little bit later, and I think it was going to run into that. So it is going to start at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. It's actually, the box is sitting behind me there. I was getting it set up. You can see right on the top there, we got Woody. You know what? I'll just throw in the Whatnot preview video. Here you go. Some random figures, just some fun stuff. Of course, Toy Story, we got Woody and Jessie. Jessie's upholstering, and she works. She's just missing her hat. We got Wario. There's a Buddy L dog there, actually. Yoshi, Mario, all sorts of cool stuff. Some really old Mickey figures right there. That's cool. We've got some Disney stuff. Just a smattering of different cool stuff. I've got figures all over the place. I like toys. I like figures. And I've just got an overabundance of them. So we're going to try and run a lot of those Whatnot auctions and get good deals out to you guys. So if you want to stop by, that would be great. Our name is underneath in the description if you want to follow us on there. And also, if you want to send me a message, my email and my Instagram is listed in the description as well. So thanks, guys. I sure appreciate you coming by, and we'll see you next time.